I feel like we're in a really interesting point in entertainment right now because for the longest time, Hollywood controlled pretty much everything: movies, music, fashion, who gets put on, who gets opportunities. Right now, that control is slipping. And the biggest reason why that is because of content creators. The biggest difference between creators and traditional Hollywood talent is that creators have built their audience first, and Hollywood usually finds them as they spend millions of dollars trying to market themselves to people. Creators do the opposite. They grow communities over years and heck, sometimes even decades before they even step into bigger industries. So when a creator decides to make a move, like making a movie, dropping music, or even starting a fashion brand, they're not just guessing if people will care. They already know. Kai Cenat is the clearest example of this. Kai didn't just become popular, he became influential. And every stream turns into moments, memes, and cultural conversations. With his new path in life, starting this brand, Yvette, this isn't just streamer merch. Kai has talked about wanting to learn about the fashion space and work with real designers and build something long term. That matters because fashion is one of the most closed off industries. Normally, you'll need industry connections, editorial approval, brand cosigns, but Kai doesn't really need any of that. He has millions of people paying attention to what he does every single stream, and that completely flips the fashion power works entirely. Piper Max's situation is even more interesting. Max didn't come in pretending to be something he wasn't. He showed the process, making beats, producing, collaborating, learning in real time, live on stream. And that transparency built trust. And now, he's being recognized as one of the best streamers turned artist and producer right as we speak. And Grammy nominations aren't given out for internet hype. That's an industry level validation. And the uncomfortable truth for music labels is that Max proves something important. You can build an artist before the label ever gets involved. At that point, the artist doesn't need saving, they just need partnership. Markiplier might be the biggest warning sign for Hollywood. Mark funded Iron Lung entirely on his own. No studio, no compromises. That level of independence is rare, even for established actors. And when the movie was released, it sold out theaters opening night. That tells you something. Hollywood spends years upon years testing audiences, running focus groups, and analyzing data. But Markiplier already had that data. It was his fan base. He knew people would show up. This issue isn't Hollywood hates creators, it's creators don't fit into the old system. They don't need the long contracts, they don't need the creative restrictions, and they definitely don't need the massive marketing budgets. None of that. When creators succeed independently, it exposes how much of the traditional industry is built on control and not creativity. And once people see these alternatives, it's hard for them to unsee them. This doesn't necessarily mean that studios and labels are done or anything. This is not a Hollywood hate video, trust me. But it does mean that they're no longer the starting point. Creators are proving that audiences come first and not the industry approval. And going forward, Hollywood might be a place that is not necessarily where careers begin, but where they expand. So yeah, it makes sense why the industry feels a little uneasy right now. Creators aren't just waiting to be picked anymore. They're building, they're funding their own brands, and they're winning on their own terms. And that kind of independence changes everything.